goodbye in Georgian, you may say using different phrases, depending on whom you are talking to, and sometimes also at what time, for example. So there is one universal phrase that you can use no matter the time and no matter to whom to talk to as a way to say goodbye. And all of those forms and those options we have included in today's episode of our Georgian for Beginners series. Hi, my name is Asha, and I'm the owner of the publishing house in Nizhny Caucasus, Languages of the Caucasus. I'm also Georgian language teacher and study book author. One of our latest ones, this is Let's Study the Georgian Alphabet, that is available from January 30th. So soon, if you are watching that video just at the beginning as it is released, or maybe you are watching as it is already published, it is available on our website, and the link for that you will find in the description. This is the book that will guide you through the Georgian alphabet. You will find there not only exercises but also like the practice calligraphy special pages that you can use for learning Georgian language and learning Georgian alphabet. Okay. So this is the series. Hello if you are watching that for the first time, or maybe you are coming back to our series Georgian for Beginners. Just a reminder at the beginning, because all of those articles, like all of those episodes that we have here in this series, we also have it as a form of an article on our website on języknikaukazu.pl, and the direct link for this article you will find also in the description of today's episode. So if you want, after listening to that, because what I do here is that I'm also pronouncing all the words, that's one of the benefits, I would say, and then you can go to the article, revise the knowledge, just do your notes if you want to use it later on, etc. So that's an option. Okay, so let's come back to today's topic, so saying goodbye. Yes, in today's episode, this is one of the, I would say, the several in our series that I'm a little bit calling it Georgian self-study materials. You may use it as well like this, because like the beginners mini series, because we are talking about the first small talks and introductions and saying hello, saying good morning. Those are the options, and today we are focusing also about saying goodbye. We have also an episode about saying how are you, so asking about well-being, very very popular question in Georgia. So we have it already described as a video as part of it, and everything is available as an article on our website, because on our website there are many more articles that are available than here videos. Will be videos of course later on available as well. So the time has come today to say goodbye. Yes, but luckily not to the series, but how to say goodbye in Georgian. So let's start with this phrase that you can use almost in all situations. This is the most neutral one, and the one that you can address whenever you are talking to someone a familiar way or in a formal way, because we distinguish that also via different forms. And this is nachvamdis. Nachvamdis. So literally, it means to the moment that I will see you. Yeah, so nachva, it means to see, and this, the ending, it means like the point of time and in space. In many other languages, there is a similar phrase to that. So maybe you know it already as well. Yeah, so nachvamdis, let's repeat it, nachvamdis. This is an option, like if you are to remember one phrase, how to say goodbye. So nachvamdis, this is the option. Yeah, how to do it. So I told you that we distinguish also whether we are talking to someone like sir or madam, so then we are using tven for that. And if you are talking like use singular, so then we are using shen, this form of shen. So let's go to let's check together how to say like goodbye in an informal way, because maybe at the beginning that will be more often situations like for you. So there is a possibility to say this not only nachvam this differently, and this is why when you are studying Georgian as well with us and with our series and with our study materials, we have to tell it that to you, and we have to say it because maybe even if you do not use it on your own, maybe it happens that someone will just say it to you, and then it is good to at least to more or less recognize what's that about. So the phrase that maybe you have heard in several situations, and in the informal ones especially, this is kargat. Kargat. So it literally means, it's not my favorite word today, so it means well. So saying kargat as a way of saying goodbye in Georgian, this is like the shorter, the abbreviated form of the whole phrase, which is kargat ikhavi. Kargat ikhavi, which means directly be well, like we are wishing someone or saying like this is because ikhavi, this is imperative form of the verb to be. We have learned also about a verb to be. Here you will find the link for that. We have learned about the present form, and yes, you have to like trust me for now that ikhavi, this is the form of the same verb. However, this is just in different tense. It is also used in the past, like something like a past simple form. So that is why kargat ikhavi, it means that we are wishing someone like be well. This is a way of saying goodbye simply in Georgian. Yeah, and ikhavi, as you may see it, hear it, or assume it to some extent, this is the form of shen. So if you are using this form, like not being on sir madam level with someone, you can say kargat, so like bye, and or to say kargat ikhavi. So it really depends in Georgian, like which person is taking action. That is why we have to like to distinguish those different verbs. So if you are talking informally to someone, then it will be kargat or kargat ikhavi, or as well you can say nachvam this. So how to say that in a formal way then? So here we get the help from already the phrase that we know, the one we have just learned, but we put the verb in the form of tkven, so in the second person plural, so you, but plural. And just remind I would like to remind you that if we are talking Sarah Madam, we use the form tkven, but it also means that we may be addressing to more people, like either we are saying like to two or more friends, it will be tkven, or if we are saying like to Sarah Madam or sirs as well, it will be tkven. More about personal pronouns we have as well in our other video. So if you do not know that and want to dive into more let's say deeper into that topic, or just to let it like to know it more or less, then this video is also for you. Okay, so we know the difference. So then let's go to the whole phrase as it is. So then we will say kargat ikhavit. Kargat ikhavit. As you may hear, the only difference here is this letter t in the end. So kargat ikhavi, this is the form of singular, and kargat ikhavit, this is the form of plural. So that's the difference that we have. And good news, I hope this is what a difference that you will see in many situations like that. So that is why also I want to underline it. Okay, so we know maybe one additional thing, that all those phrases we can use like no matter the time in general. And there is also one phrase that you can use just for the evening. So saying goodbye in the evening, which will be good night, exactly. So we have good night as a phrase like that in Georgian as well. And then we use the same form as we use, for example, for good morning or good afternoon, if you have read already the article on our website about it. So it consists, all those phrases consist of two words. So the first one, this means the time of day or night. And the second one is from the word peace. but a little bit changed one. So the whole good night in Georgian, it will be Chame mshvidobisa. Chame mshvidobisa. Yeah, so Chame, it means night, and mshvidobisa, it comes from this word mshvidoba. So it is a little bit similar, I think, as we have in English, as we use it. So in general, this is not a big mistake if you say to someone nachvam this in the evening instead of chamem shvidobisa. But in general, as we have the phrase, so you can use it as well. And I think very often you will hear it as well in the evening. It's just the customary thing that people use it in the evening. But also, this is the way, as I mentioned at the beginning, the main part is to remember at least one phrase. The best one, this is nachvam this, because this is the more, let's say, all-purpose one. And the rest, at least it is good to recognize that you have heard it already somewhere. Maybe Asha was saying about it in her videos. Yeah, so that is, I would say, the first level that you want to get with those phrases, and then to understand it from hearing and then talking, using that on your own. So there are three-step ways to understand it, remember it, and use it. So that is I would say the main part what we want to learn today. What is left for you is to repeat and revise this new material, because otherwise you will not remember it simply after just one time watching it and hearing it. So the best option is either to put it into your real life dialogues and to like opportunities to use those phrases. And if you do not have that much, because maybe you are not surrounded by Georgians or you are not living in Georgia, so in that case you may just like write your own dialogues, or in a situation when you are saying in your language, another language that you are using, you are saying goodbye or a good night, then you can think about how was it in Georgian. And even this way of repeating that, revising, trying to find it in your memory, this is already the very good exercise that you can do for yourself, and it's very helpful for remembering Georgian phrases. Okay, so this is what we had for today. If you like this video and you want more from this series, or maybe you have some additional questions about Georgian at this beginner's level or maybe higher levels, let us know either in the comments, or you can also drop me an email, for example, responding to our newsletter, Caucasian Mail, that we are sending each and every week, also with the summary of all the materials that we have with additional tips and tricks. And we also organize from time to time like special online live lessons for our subscribers that are free of charge for our subscribers, and also inform you. For example, we are informing about the launch and the premiere of our new book, Let's Study the Georgian Alphabet, that is available on our website. The link for the book you will find in the description. So for all of that, you can join as well our newsletter, the Caucasian Mail, and the link to join, if you are not yet already there with us, you will find in the description as well. Okay, so fingers crossed. What is it? Fingers crossed. In English, we do it like that. Fingers crossed for you're studying this phrase. And if you liked it, let us know by thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to this channel, because then you will get also information that there is new episode of this series, or in general about our podcast, because we have podcasts about Caucasus here as well. Thank you very much, and see you in the next episode of our series. Bye bye.